The Brassocattleya Binosa cross Brassavola Little Stars orchid is a truly wonderful hybrid. Its parents are shown in the following pictures. Here is the Brassocattleya Binosa, and here is the Brassavola Little Stars. It has elegantly arching leaves and long, thin pseudobulbs. My plants are young and they're under 1 foot tall, but I imagine they may get taller someday. The flowers, of course, are the main attraction and drew me to this plant instantly. The lip of the flower contrasts starkly with the green petals and sepals, creating a visually pleasing display. The flowers come in clusters of blooms, and I have had up to 5 flowers in one cluster on my plants. The magenta speckles which heavily dot the lip and lightly dust the other petals make this flower just magical. The flowers, having a 3/4 Brassavola parentage, are nighttime fragrant flowers. Flowers fragrant in the night indicate a plant that has evolved to be pollinated by moths rather than butterflies, bees, or carrion insects like flies. The fragrance is something indescribable, but I will do my best to try. It appears to you in whiffs as the sun sets. Something lovely catches your attention, but you brush off the delightful smell as just your imagination. Again, you catch yourself sniffing the air as the sky grows darker. Is there some handsome man hiding in my room? It begins to smell of cologne and sweetness. The fragrance is strong and clean and reminds me of evening walks through France where you catch the slightest aroma as a richly clothed man passes by. Is he wearing Dior? Hugo Boss? We don't know and never can. The fragrance is truly wonderful, and I waited patiently every day to catch it as the sun went down. As for care, I have not yet rebloomed this orchid myself. However, following care for Brassavola orchids will likely please this plant. This means potting it in a coarse medium which is allowed to dry out before watering again, and of course your watering frequency will depend on your climate. I imagine these orchids would do wonderfully mounted as well, but they are a bit large. One thing I have noticed about this plant, though it is mostly a Brassavola in its parentage, it does not seem to tolerate full sun like my Cattleyas, Brassavola nodosa, or other sun-loving orchids. So I give it dappled, bright sunshine and it seems to grow well for me, but with too much sun the leaves become a midnight purple color with spots all over, which is the plant's protective mechanism against sunburn. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I appreciate you taking the time to watch this. This hybrid doesn't seem to be widely available, but if you can get your hands on one, it is going to be an orchid you will not regret.